Live from Studio 6B in the Fimple Jamont Recreational Center for the Fashionably Exasperated, it's Pran Funkels Live. And now, join us for lots of prank phone calls.
Pran Funkels. Welcome, folks. It's a Sunday night show. I don't know how many people are actually listening live right now. Looks like we have some. I've got more than that, but I'm not seeing any activity in the chat. But that's par for the course for a Sunday night episode of Pran Funkels. I was not available last night. And Kiro is not available tonight. But guess who is? Mike. Mike. Here for the comments, as in the chat. And he says BRB, and then BRB says present, and accounted for. Greetings, everyone. That looks like it might be BB. Is that your new name, BB?
Come on.
I've got it on live chat. Here for the comments is telling us all to put it on live chat, and I appreciate that, but I already did. YouTube has not yet perfected all that shit. It's not been around long enough. It's only been, let's see, about 17 years. How many years has YouTube been around? 2004, I think. 19 years.
18 years.
John Chair knows. Well, this is the Sunday night Pran Funkels. BB says, sorry for the screen name diarrhea lately. As usual, it's going to be an odd episode of Pran Funkels. It's Sunday night. We all have to go to work tomorrow. Maybe not all of us. If you don't have to go to work tomorrow, I'm jealous. But also, love you a lot. It always feels like when we do these on a Sunday night or a weeknight, which rarely happens, of course, but feels like we're doing something even more sneaky, you know? So,
forget your troubles. Come on, get happy.
How you doing, Mike? Mike's on tonight.
Doing good. Be bad. How are you?
You know.
Doing well.
We've been chatting before we started the show. How do you think I'm doing?
Think you're doing swell.
BB says that I had Cody, I had a voicemail from Karen, and she wanted to know if I was coming into work tonight. Drinking some water.
Are you going to be here for work tonight at 11 o'clock?
If we're talking Eastern time, then yes.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad some people are in the chat. What were we talking about, Mike, before we started the show? Anything that needed to be brought up? Brought up?
No, I don't think so. Don't recall anything.
I should mention, and this has been a common thing lately, but I'm sleep deprived. I spent some time out of town.
Trying to eat some ass.
Well, to be honest, I wasn't trying, but that may have happened. might have accidentally done that. I was staying at someone's house, and I did get an opportunity to watch some antenna television. I saw a couple of episodes of Silver Spoons, which are the only couple of episodes I've ever watched in my life, because I never watched that show as a kid, mainly because my dad fucking hated that show, and Patrick probably also did, or maybe both of us didn't watch it because my dad hated it. I don't know.
Yeah, I never watched it either.
The opening theme is so god-awful, and Kira has played it on the show, and it's one of those, like, how could you not change the channel when that theme comes on? But the first episode that I saw, it was very bad. I mean, it was an 80s sitcom. It fit right in, but you know, when you watch those now, it's just it's
I just pulled it up and like looking at the first few episodes that came up, and the one says Edward finds out Ricky was drinking at a party, ending up with a visit from the police. You're grounded for 2 months.
Well, there were 2 episodes in a row that I saw today. The first one was like the let's go to the beach episode, and it was loaded with like teenage girls in bikinis walking by, and like the dad was like dropping stuff because he was staring at them, and it was hilarious. And then toward the end of that episode, and keep in mind, I don't know anything about the show or anything, but there's some guy, some adult black guy that like came over. He was like, "Tell me all about your beach visit and those bikinis." And the audience was, you know, erupted into laughter, and I don't know. It was very creepy. And then, of course, the premise of that episode, you're going to want to sit down for this because you've never seen a TV show that did this.
Okay.
To be fair, maybe this is old enough that it hadn't been done 1,000 times yet, but Ricky had a girlfriend, but he met this girl on the beach, and they were having a good time, and he was struggling to tell her that he had a girlfriend, and you'll never guess what happened. Both of them showed up at the same time around the end of the episode, and he had to try to explain himself, and both of them just beat the shit out of him.
They kicked his ass?
Yeah. But one thing I noticed on the opening credits, and I don't know if it was on the show or not, but I've talked to Patrick I think Patrick's brought this up in a discussion with me before. Two of the three developers of that show are Michael Moy and Ron Leavitt, or Levitt. I think it's Leavitt. Mike, do you know do those names ring a bell?
No, not that I can think of.
Married with Children creators.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I saw that, and then I was watching it with that in mind, and I was actually noticing similarities, but I would say that Married with Children, which ended up on Fox after one season, was very offensive. And but my thoughts were that both shows were, I could see similarities. Both shows were offensive, but for different reasons. I'm offended by Silver Spoons because it's just so cheesy and bad. But also Married with Children was kind of that way. And both shows, at least the episodes that I saw of Silver Spoons, both shows were, there was a whole lot of horny teenage boy humor on it. The second episode, and this is another one of those, you're not going to believe this, and you've never seen this happen on a show. They hired a maid who was, I believe, Swedish, and long story short, she was too attractive, and they had to fire her at the end of the show and tell her, "I'm sorry, you're giving us boners. We're going to have to fire you." Which seems like that happened on every sitcom in the 80s.
She was what?
Too attract. Swedish. I could be wrong. It might have been, I don't know. I wasn't paying complete attention because there were people talking to me in the living room while this was going on. So I heard some kind of hilarious joke about Norwegia or something, or Norway, or Norwegian wood or something. I don't think it was that complex of a joke that it included the word wood, but Pran Funkels.
Live.
The important thing is I never saw anybody play an arcade game, and it's one of those things that always pissed me off about that show. Also, along with other 80s and 90s sitcoms, there was always like an arcade game or multiple ones in the background. But nobody was ever playing them, and I was like, this is not realistic. Anyway, you want to make a Pran Funkel?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, the second episode that I saw, by the way. Well, the first one, I think it was the beach one, if I recall correctly. Norman Fell appeared on it, also known as Mr. Roper from Three's Company.
Okay.
And then that's one of those things. Before that, they were showing The Partridge Family, which there was an episode with Rob Reiner playing Snake, who was a very scary biker dude that Lori Partridge was dating. And people were judging him based on his appearance. He also had a gigantic hoop earring in his right ear. But he looked almost exactly like he did on All in the Family, which is not like a biker, I would say. Anyway, it's funny because, like, back, 40 to 60 years ago, there were not 8 billion actors. So if you watched sitcoms and stuff or dramas on TV, like, you would just see the same actors in overlapping shows,
Yeah.
So the second episode of Silver Spoons, as if I couldn't hate that show more than I already did, Kirk Cameron was in it. And this is, I think, had to have been before Growing Pains, which is where that's what I know him from and hate him from. A show that my dad also hated. I think I learned what shows to hate from my dad.
That was the easy one to hate.
Yeah, did you ever like that?
No, but for some reason I've seen it way too much.
And there's so much problematic shit on those shows. I mean, it was the 80s. But on Growing Pains, Tracy Gold was, like, he was constantly calling her fat and stuff on the show, and she wasn't, really. But I think she developed an eating disorder or something in real life because of that shit. So I'm glad a lot of people had some laughs,
Right.
Anyway. Let's take a look at the chat. We've got someone new is in the chat. Do you see who that is, Mike?
BRB?
Nah, think again, man.
Nah.
Wickle Whopper enthusiast is in the chat. He's got a crown on his head.
Whopper?
He's slinging some week old Whoppers, trying to reheat them on the Flamberger grill.
Well, shit.
Gary Busey and Burger King?
Yes.
Well.
Fuck you!
Phil Applejacks.
Oh, dick picker.
Fuck you, Phil Applejacks, comma, no dicka-picka. That's the title of tonight's Pran Funkels. When you're cataloging this episode, whoever you are, Pran Funkels fan, who's making sure that this gets stored in the annals of history, that's the wacky title you're going to give to this episode.
Fuck you, you piece.
Phil Applejack.
No, dick picker.
Gary Busey Burger King says, they keep closing all the Burger Kings in my area. Yeah, it's the damnedest thing. They keep doing that here and every other place I've ever lived. And I can't help but wonder if it has something to do with them being total shit and the people that work there being filthy and extremely unpleasant to the customers. I don't know if it has anything to do with that.
There's quite a few of those. I think all the Wendy's around here could go that same route too.
Yeah, those have already done that around me. It's been talked about before, but it's like the opposite of Taco Bell, because when I was in Oklahoma, Taco Bells were constantly fucking up, but Wendy's were mostly okay. And when I moved here, I'm in Kansas City, folks, if you're not aware, but I've given up on Wendy's because I've had so many bad experiences at every location that I've gone to. Anyway. Yeah, but the Burger Kings seem to just go way downhill. Like they have a predetermined destiny to go to shit very quickly. It's kind of like Dairy Queens were always like that. Like there was always a decreasing number of Dairy Queens, and you'd be like, oh, this one's still open. You'd go there and be like, oh, this is the soda and the soda fountain, like everything, there is no carbonate, like everything is just shit. This is a horrible experience. The floors and the tables are filthy. The bathroom is covered in diarrhea. Similar to Burger King.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But
here
we're
for the
glad,
what's
but we're
that?
glad we're glad you're here, Gary BC Burger King.
Oh, yes, we are. Here for the comments is asking, is Taco Bell good in Kansas City? And he's asking, are there any restaurants good in your area? Yes and yes. Just not Wendy's.
Fuck Wendy's.
I used to love Wendy's, and I would go there all the time when I lived in Oklahoma. You're listening to Fast Food Talk on Pran Funkels.
Yeah. Have you been to Wingstop lately?
I've actually never been there, but I've never heard anything bad about them. Do you have something bad to say?
No, that's the place to go.
Okay. I have talked shit, I think, about Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, fuck them.
They've gotten really bad, but I've heard people say that Wingstop is a good alternative. So I probably will try them at some point. We don't constantly eat fast food, but you know, it's one of those things, when you do get it, you hope that it's going to be good, because it's, should be looked at as your treat, that you're, especially nowadays with all the inflation and stuff. It's fucking crazy. Like if you get a value meal at or whatever they call a combo, what do they call it at Taco Bell? A combo?
Yeah, that's something. Yeah. Probably a value meal.
I mean, you're gonna pay $10 or $11 for the cheapest one, or one of the cheaper ones.
And that's just where we're at.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's cheap.
In LA or New York City, it's probably like, well, there's probably not a ton of Taco Bells there, but it's probably like $15 for a taco and burrito combo. Where was it that I went the other day? Mike? Where was it?
That was a showbiz.
I think it was, if I may paraphrase, Peter built a truck. He built it really well. Peter built a truck and then went straight to hell. You ever heard that?
No, I've never heard that. Is that a children's?
Yeah, it's an old nursery rhyme. And the other one, it's a more recent nursery rhyme. Sam sung a song. He sang it really well. Sam sung a song. Can you guess what happened next?
Everybody Everybody,
and then went straight to hell.
shit.
What were you gonna guess?
Everybody loved it.
Nah, think again, man. These are nursery rhymes about brand names that I mean, someone wrote, not me.
Well, at least they follow the Christian spirit.
Yeah. BB in the chat says, do you guys have Shake Shacks out west? I've heard good things, but the nearest one to me is about 2 hours away. Yes, I think those originated in New York City area. But they have, like, within the last year or two, they've opened some here. And yes, they're good. They're pretty consistent. And they're pretty affordable. They're kind of like steak burgers. Well, I'm trying to think what to compare them to.
We don't have 16-ounce steak burgers. This is John.
But they're kind of those flat fried burgers. They're kind of like a... Well, Mike knows what an onion burger is, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But not made with with onions. Onion burgers are... I didn't even know this until I didn't live in Oklahoma, but they're kind of associated with Oklahoma. But it's like a burger that was cooked on a griddle with onions and maybe mustard. But they're
the
sort
onion,
of...
and
Hang on, let me mute, and then you can talk, Mike.
the chopped onions are mixed in with the meat and then cooked together. Yes?
Well, it depends where you go. Some places have like the rings of onion, and they just cook it, and it's really like crispy, sometimes hard to chew, and a little bit too crispy. That's like a maybe more of an Oklahoma City specific thing.
Yeah.
But and I didn't know that until I moved away from there, that it's not something that there is all over the country. But it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's
They kind of flatten the hamburger patty out really thin where it gets crispy. Anyway, that's kind of what Shake Shack does, just without the onions. And to be honest, anytime it comes up in this house, I have to say "yin yin" because that's how I pronounce it. But yeah, it's pretty good, BB. I don't know if it's drive 2 hours good, because it's, you know, it's kind of like In-N-Out Burger. I mean, I'm not not the food is not that similar, but in the way that it's hyped up, and then when you actually have it, it's like, yeah, this is a burger and it's good. Yeah. Which is kind of what In-N-Out Burger is. If you've never had it, then, you know, it's not, you're not going to feel like you've ascended to some other dimension. It's just, you know, you're going to think, that's a good burger. And also, they're pretty affordable. But anyway, let's make some Pran Funkels. We could talk all night about fast food. Mike, are you still there? Oh shit, Mike stepped away, folks. Who's at the Hellman's now? I guess it's me. Well, let's take a look at the old number list. Let's try this number. You know what? I did some updates. And I'm realizing that I may need to re-log in to my dialing windows. I'm doing that as I speak right now. Okay. Let's open another one. Let's allow some things to occur. Yep. Alright. Let's make a Pran Funkel. Alright.
No, what happened?
Well, Pran Funkels, thanks for listening. Love you a lot. Just kidding. That was supposed to be an attorney number that I saw in a commercial today. Or yesterday. I think it was yesterday. So Pran Funkels. Instant hang up. Instant hang up. Alright. They have an alternate number. We're going to try that now. So far, so good.
Hi, this is Tony Atterbury with the Bull Attorneys. I'm sorry we missed your call, but if you leave your name, number, and a brief description of your accident, we'll give you a call back as soon as possible to schedule a free consultation. The Bull Attorneys want to help you with your case, and we'll give you a call back as soon as we listen to this message. You can also text us at my cell number, which is 316-617.
Apple butter, you son of a bitch, piece of shit, motherfucker!
Yeah, you motherfucker!
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or
I probably
press
just
1
woke
for
some
more
people
options.
up. Well, there was a bit of a Thorazine deal that went on in my upstairs apartment. Someone spilled a Brahms combo number throm on the floor. I'm gonna let David tell you more about the accident that occurred at Whitaker's.
Face your trials by God. Feel fortunate to have survived until now. My spirit never died.
Roger, turn that down.
Died.
I'm sorry, my son was turning on some music from a video or something.
I made a mistake.
Anyway, give us a call back. It's 402-882-2083. Love you a lot.
If you're satisfied with the message, press 1 to listen to your message review.
Well, there was a bit of a Thorazine deal that went on in my upstairs apartment. Someone spilled the Brahms combo number from on the floor. I'm gonna let David tell you more about the accident that occurred at Whitaker's. It's interesting how these voicemail systems record us. And there's like that old voice activated thing where it starts off really quiet and then the volume turns up slowly. And then when I muted and I did this, It sounded like somebody hitting the phone with a baseball bat. Mike, are you there?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Now, I'm just going to say this, and let's make sure... can you hold me to this, Mike?
Yes, right.
All right. I'm trying to piss into this urinal. Can you hold me? Hold my dick? Nah. Let's not call the go-to-bed lady. We're not going to call... Not going to call her tonight. We're gonna put her with Nell Carter. Gonna do what Nell Carter wanted. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Got some numbers to call. Now this one I think is gonna be disconnected, but I'm curious. I'm gonna try it real quick. Oh, Jesus. No, that was not it. That was Mike playing a clip.
Sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no
Sorry, you
longer
have reached a
in
number
service.
that has been...
If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and try your call again.
Is she canoeing
We're
while she
sorry.
recorded that?
You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you
Sounds
feel
like she's
you
in
have
a
reached
kayak
this
or a
recording in error, please check the number and try your call again.
There's a lot of switching speakers in my headphones. Did you hear that, Mike?
No, I didn't catch that.
Well, that was a new disconnected recording for me. It was nude. Well, I was. Anyway. Anybody else? Hey, man, what kind of Pran Funkels episode is this anyway, man? Alright, well that was the number... I was pretty sure that was gonna be disconnected, but that was the old Marshall Mike number.
Do what?
You want to call him tonight? We haven't called him in a while.
Yeah, we could try
Toby
that.
number 3. There's the caveat to that is that he knows about the show.
Do what?
And would possibly call us out. But let's try this other number. While we mull that Martin mull that over. Maybe later will Richard mull something over.
I'm not going to do that.
Oh, all right. I've got a rake, if that helps.
Here we're doing...
The subscriber you have dialed is not in service.
Yeah, I think Jill Whelan got there if you'd ought to bed. Here's another number. Not sure if we've called this lately.
Hello, you've reached Tobin Management. Our office hours are 8:30 to...
Not gonna leave any messages for now. Oh, by the way, just a heads up, there might be a lot of numbers that don't work tonight, but if you've ever listened to a Sunday night Pran Funkels, they're often not filled with people answering the phone, but hopefully when they do, it's going to be gold.
Welcome to America's hottest top.
Hot ladders.
Oh, it ain't no confusion. Don't call my number again.
That
You got the
soundboard.
wrong number. Ain't no for nobody call this number from this phone number.
How could such a clusterfuck also be so good at rapping? Now riddle me that.
Can't be.
If Pran Funkels happened during the 80s or 90s, there would have already been a rude rapper. There would be like 10 rude rapper songs with generic beats to them. Play that again, the stumbling one. No, the one before that.
Can't be. DJ?
I think it's time for a segment we haven't done in a while on Pran Funkels. It's a bit of a whinny pooper. It's time for a segment we haven't done in a while on Pran Funkels, called Mike, are you there? I think he's plugging things in. I think he's putting male ends into female holes on the circuit board. Did you find it, Mike? Ah, shit. Pran Funkels asks, what are you drinking? Seagram's golden wine coolers.
Golden wine. Ooh, the way it is dry.
Well, at least you sang, Mike. And for that, I thank you.
I want to thank you.
You didn't have to sing about gold wine coolers, but you did. And I thank you. That's one of my impressions that I do that a lot better when I'm driving or pumping gas into my car or at work, singing to myself. I never do it as well on the show as I do it off the show. I'd say the same thing about Norm Macdonald, probably. Germans love David Hasselhoff there. Germans love David Hasselhoff. Nah, I can't. I can't do it, folks. Where's Kira? Mike?
I'm an international woman. I've got international flair. Yay.
Alright, let's make a Pran Funkel.
Welcome to Schnooks. Our normal business hours are from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Please note that CVS hours of operation may differ from store hours. Thank you for choosing Schnooks. For questions regarding your Schnooks Rewards account, press 1. For questions regarding your order, please through Schnucks.
Schnooks.
Hello, this is Schnooks to Pair. This is Andrew speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, I was calling regarding the Schnooks at Rabington Park.
Ravington Port?
This is the Gilderman's guy. You dig?
I'm sorry?
Sir, have you watched Wagered and Won lately? At Rabington Park. It smells like horses in this bag of gummy bears. Ask him a call back. I was not expecting an answer there. There's a thing that happens often with Pran Funkels when we're dialing a number, and I sit there and I think, okay, if they answer, I'm going to do this, and then they don't answer, but in this case, they answered. Mike, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Did you hear that?
I did. Did it say skunk at first?
Schnooks.
Schnooks. I like said skunk.
It sounds like something that Matt DeWatt would say on Plamet's Funniest MMOs.
Ravington Port?
Ask him a call back.
Ravington Port?
Welcome to Schnooks. Our normal business hours are from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. For questions regarding your Schnooks Rewards account, press
This is Schnooks to Pair. How can I help you?
Hi, Sean Gilderman's at Remington Park, calling in regards to the Schnooks. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you? How can I help you?
Well, there was an incident involving watching, wagering, and wedding tonight at Remington Park that I was calling in regards to. May I proceed?
Sir, is there anything I can help you with here?
The Gilderman's guy at Rabington Park. So, is this an automated service? Or am I speaking to a person?
Sir, is there anything that I can help you with? Do you have a question about product availability?
I do, yes. Do you have the
What can I
Watch,
help you with?
Wager, and Win device?
Sir, I'm not familiar with that.
It's mint flavored.
Okay, I'm going to hang up now, all right?
Can you hang on just a minute? Can you speak with my wife? I think she's a little more sober than I am. Can you do me that favor? Oh, okay.
Call back.
I don't even know what exactly this
Welcome
is.
to Schnooks. Our normal business hours are for questions regarding your Schnooks Rewards.
What was that? It's another Pran Funkels Pick a Hang-Up. Pick a Hang-Up.
Welcome to Schnooks, our normal business hours. For questions regarding your Schnooks reward.
He's a cute little Schnooks. Such a cute little thing. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, is there someone there?
I'm sorry?
Hello. I interrupted you.
Can I help you?
I beg your pardon?
Can I help you?
May I have your name, please?
Andy.
How do you pronounce that, sir?
Andy?
May I have your zip code, please?
Is there anything I can help you with here in the store?
Is there an apartment or a unit number at this location? Do you currently test your blood?
I think that's the next question.
Alf, that's spelled A-L-F?
You want to give him a call back or come back to that later?
Yeah, so we move on.
Okay. I think we should come back because that guy's interesting. I had some good hold music. I was trying to get to.
He's running out of patience.
Mm-hmm. Just like worms. In a hospital.
Bedminster type 42?
They're running out of patients, diarrhea, something like that. I don't know.
I wish we could get in.
Who?
My name is Seal.
Yeah, what was the company? Or maybe put it in the chat if you don't know, or if you don't want to say it on the show. We called her recently, and it was, I think, a different product than the original one, but it was definitely her. And then we did like a self-call at some point.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
I'm getting pretty high. How are you doing, Mike?
That's good. That's a good thing. I'm with you.
We were gonna get to what are you drinking. I'm drinking the usual, but I'm gonna try something new tonight. And it's from the same company of canned cannabis beverages. And it's called Dr. Puffer. I'm sorry, Mr. Puffer. I think if they said doctor, that they were going to get sued. So my assumption is that it's supposed to taste like Dr. Pepper. So I'm going to try that. That's going to be something I'm going to open pretty soon here.
I actually have some infused flour right now that is Dr. Pepper.
And you smoke it?
Yes. And it's like Dr. Pepper, and it tastes like Dr. Pepper. Very good.
That's your review of it?
Yes. It is a very good review.
Is this your first time trying it?
No, I've had it a couple times. It's just not close to here. That's about an hour away.
Do they make it an hour away?
Yes. It is grown. It is grown in Oklahoma and made in Oklahoma, I believe.
And it's grown to taste like Dr. Pepper?
No, it's infused with some other shit. I don't know what it's. I'm sure it's very healthy.
With the, what's the number that's on Dr. Pepper?
23, is it?
Yeah, that sounds right. The spice, the secret herbs and spices. Let's make a Pran Funkel.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a wag drab.
What?
Wag drab. Deet.
Quick Trip 647, this is Max.
That's Ron. Any what?
Hello? This is Quick Trip. Can I help you?
Apple juice.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't make out what you're saying. Can you repeat that for me?
I don't know. The apple juice.
Yeah, I have apple juice.
Fake plants.
I'm sorry?
Any Minute Maid lemonade.
Yeah, I believe we do carry the Minute Maid lemonade as well.
Any Simply lemonade.
I'm sorry, man. I can't make out what you're saying there. What was that?
Simply lemonade.
I'm not sure what brand you're looking for. I can tell you I have the Minute Maid.
Any dick pics?
What?
Dick pics.
I can't understand what you're saying, man. Can you call me back on a better line? Thank you.
Dick pics. Is it like a candy or something? Dick pics? I don't know what it is.
I'll give him a call back.
1710. Yeah.
Quick Trip 647, this is Max.
Thanks for calling Dick Pics. That's Ron. Uh-huh. Pixie Sticks was like kind of like the old Kool-Aid candy or whatever.
I'm not sure what are they called again?
Pixie Sticks. Pixie Sticks was like kind of like the old Kool-Aid candy or whatever. You know, that you kind of tear one end open and it kind of comes out nothing but sugar or whatever else.
No, I don't
Do a
think I carry
line
those,
like
sir.
they do crack or Coke or whatever. 1710.
Yeah, I don't think I have any of those.
1009. You know, like for kids and stuff like 89. The bigger stores, they might handle it, but we don't.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
like I said, sir, I don't believe I carry that product. So.
13.
Anything else I can get for
We
you?
got Minute Maid apple juice. We got the Pop Rocks.
27. Let me toss those in a bag for you.
13.
Is there anything else I can help you with, sir?
89. Not here. I'm not seeing anything in there like that either. I don't think we have country time anymore. 13. 13. 12. It looks like they quit. Country time. Let's do country time.
Just that for you. $1.90.
I know I like them, but we don't carry them. 1009. The little sugar thing?
Thank you.
1710.
Sir, was there anything else I can help you with tonight?
Wondering about fake plants?
Do not have any eggplants.
Fake plants? We don't carry them. I don't know if the Gen 3s has them, but we don't.
Yeah, I don't have any eggplants.
13. Not that I know about. Nah. Dick pics.
Was there anything else I could help you with?
What now?
Was there anything else I can help you with?
Still not hearing you.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Hello. Hello.
Prepare for Operation Starblade.
Oh, is there someone there?
I'm sorry?
Thank you. I interrupted you.
Okay. Can I help you with something?
May I have your name, please?
May I ask who's calling, please?
My name is Seal.
Seal?
My name is Seal.
Okay. My name is Maxwell.
Alf, that's spelled A-L-F?
That's M as in mouse, A, X, W-E-L-L.
Thank you. How do you pronounce that, sir?
That is Maxwell.
May I have your zip code, please?
I'm not sure the exact zip code of the store's location. It's a St. Louis City store, though.
At gmail.com.
I'm
Do
sorry?
you currently test your blood?
Am I currently what?
How many times per day do you currently test your blood?
I don't believe that I do.
Billy Joel, test your blood. At 423 Wonder Lane, please.
I don't do any blood tests.
I didn't quite understand what you were talking about, a pneumatic tube.
I was not talking about a pneumatic tube.
Something about Billy Joel?
I'm sorry?
Billy Joel?
No, I was not speaking about Billy Joel either.
Wonder Lane?
I'm sorry?
Wonder Lane?
I don't know what that is.
Gladstone?
Prepare for Operation Starblade. Calling Starfighter Geosword. Calling Geosword. Come in, Geosword. The enemy task force, mechanized planet Red Eye, just reached the Federation of Planets and is approaching our mother planet. Our strategy is to neutralize Red Eye and defeat the menace to our mother planet.
Bedminster Type 42?
Generator of Red Eye. All energy converges on the power stone.
I'm sorry?
Bedminster Type 42?
I don't know what you're asking.
That's quite all right. That's CONBRELEPHER?
Crondolether?
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
Are you in Allen, South Dakota?
I am not.
South Dakota?
No.
Are you calling about Bedminster Type 42?
I am not. Ma'am, this is a business, and as far as I was aware, I was called. I did not call anyone.
Yun
Is
la
there something I
Rukita.
can help you with?
Now, I do see you are calling about diabetic testing supplies.
I am not, but thank you very much for your time, and I will...
Is there an apartment or a unit number at this location?
John Larroquette. John Larroquette.
John
Have you got
Larroquette.
the red and white blue Medicare card? Or
John
are you covered
Larroquette.
by a private insurance company?
John Larroquette.
Thank you.
I think we all learned something from that. That is, I think it's safe to say that's the longest we've ever had someone from Quick Trip stay on the phone. And what I was thinking about, just, you know, I think Quick Trip is, usually they're like people who work there. It seems like they carefully hire people, you know. So like the dick pics guy was kind of an anomaly or something. And I was about to say that we can't ever get anyone to stay on the phone, but that guy did. So that was very interesting. Tonight on Pran Funkels, we had a... And now, Mike, you kept playing the Dirt Eat, which is like...
89.
I hear that anytime I go in a Quick Trip. You know, anybody does, but I always think of that. I hear that soundboard now, but it's like anytime they're ringing something up. So if you're inside, you're going to hear that, like, you know, if you're in there for like 14 seconds, you're going to hear it 5 times in the background, you know, because it's every time they're like ringing something up. But he had to have heard you playing that. But do you think in his mind he is just so fucking used to hearing it 47 billion times a day that it doesn't even register?
Maybe not. I was reading numbers off the whole time, too.
Yeah. That's when he was doing that. Did you hear there was like some screaming kid or something at one point there? I almost wanted to like have you be quiet, but I knew he would hang up if you were. But I just wanted to like listen to him, you know, do his job for a while, because it seemed kind of entertaining.
He repeated almost every word that Seal said.
Oh boy.
Fun.
Well, how you doing, Mike?
Doing pretty good.
Have I asked that 115 times yet?
Not yet.
I don't know. I wouldn't question my ability to guess how many times something happened.
John Larroquette.
That was my contribution to that call.
Starblade. Calling Starfighter Geosword. Calling Geosword. Come in, Geosword.
All right. Well, what do you think we should do, Mike?
Yeah.
Make a call?
Yeah, look. Yeah, let's do that.
Got some more people in the chat. Randy Leahy, Peter Lalik,
Scott,
Andy Eccentric, and can you guess what Colin had to say?
No, I cannot.
Yeah, it starts with a skippy dipping. Whoa!
Ooh.
And it ends with a ooh.
Is that a Ric Flair woo?
It's potentially, yes.
Probably should be.
Mike, do you know what the avatar is tonight? Wackak?
No, I don't. It's pretty disturbing.
You can't tell by looking at it?
As soon as it popped up, I tried to click off of it. I really didn't want to study it. Kind of hoping we could just move on and
not talk about it.
Forget that ever happened.
Okay.
But if you insist.
You heard it here, folks. First. You heard it here second. Mike doesn't want you to know what the prompt for this avatar was. Does anyone have a guess in the chat?
Maybe the people want to know.
Well, I think it's time for me to open another beverage. Well, let's make a call first. Ah, shit. This is another one of those.
Thank you for calling Quick Trip 1700. This is Becky speaking.
Hello.
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Somebody from this number called my phone.
This number ain't call your phone, baby. This Quick Trip.
Oh, somebody called my number, ma'am. I got a missed call from this number in my log.
Yeah, nah, I don't think so.
Can't be. Is this a joke?
Thank you for calling Quick Trip. How can I help you?
Somebody from this number called my phone.
Excuse me?
Somebody from this number called my phone.
Maybe wrong number. We don't call people. It's a gas
So
station.
call my shit.
Did you hear that? Musha, he hung up. What do you think, Mike? Call him back? Move on?
Call back.
Okay.
Excuse me? Hello?
Pahrump, Nevada, you're on the air.
No, DG. Hello? Hello? Stop calling my phone, bitch. I don't know you. I'm about this money, getting what I'ma do. Leave my phone alone, though. Call my shit. I don't give a fuck about none of you motherfucking bitches.
It's in the process of hanging up.
Suck your daddy dick. Suck your mama dick.
I'm calling your number. Hello? Hello? That was weird.
Can't be.
Okay. Let's take a look at the recent numbers that I've saved.
The CD plays like a video on your computer screen. They're easy to use. Try my product.
Thank you for calling Gherkin Rental. You have reached us after business hours. If you're having trouble with a piece of equipment and it's not working properly, please press 3 to be directed to our after-hours service. For our hours of operation, please press 1. If you'd like to leave a message,
Thanks for calling our emergency after-hours service. Please be advised, this service is for emergencies only. If you have a general question, please press 0 or call back and press the appropriate extension to leave a general message in our general mailbox. Please be advised, this service is for emergency after-hours for portable restroom service,
thank you,
roll-off dumpsters, and equipment rental. We do not promise that we can send somebody out to fix the equipment on site after hours. If we have someone available, we can offer that service at that time.
It's an emergency, but let me listen to these disclaimers.
Thanks for calling, and please wait to be directed to the next available person to help you after hours.
Any other disclaimers?
Hello?
Hi, Tom Saltermeyer, PhD. I'm calling in regards to a certain rental that occurred with Mr. Jonathan Pencils. Are you aware of this situation, sir?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
My client spoke with you several times, I believe, in the past 2 days. Do you recall
About what?
this? Well, there's a situation with the crunchies that has not been resolved.
I have no idea what you're talking about. It's 1 o'clock in the morning here. Why are you calling now?
Are you familiar with the incident involving cinnamon that your client may have come in contact with? The Carruthers 421 Act requires you to answer that question, sir. Need I remind you? It's always good to get a person that answers and just says hello. Are you there, Mike?
Yes.
Okay.
He could be your time buddy.
He could be?
Yeah. If you need to know what time it is, you can call him up. He'll fill you in.
Yeah.
He seemed pretty pleasant.
Yeah.
Gotta sit through 10 minutes worth of fucking disclaimers to get to him.
It's funny that it's an emergency line there.
It didn't seem like it.
And yeah, not only is there all those like 3 or 4 minutes of disclaimers, but then the guy answers and is just like, hello. Pran Funkels.
A revolution broke out, and everything came to an end.
That was the other hold music. We'll be right back. I like that Ozzy Osbourne. He makes me horny like Austin Powers.
What was that song off of?
Oh, you know, just a little arcade release by a company you may have heard of called Tecmo.
That was on Tecmo Bowl?
No, sir. It was a Ninja Gaiden situation. Did that song remind you of anything other than the boss on level 2?
Was that Copperman? I Am Copperman?
I think so, yes.
Big ass crash crash symbol.
Yeah. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Takaho Demboski, Ninja Gaiden, translates to Ninja Story. Is that correct?
I don't know if he's with us this evening.
No, I think it's I think this is that time when they're not awake in Japan, you know. And it sounds a little bit like this after you unmute. Oh, that's unmuted. It just needs to be turned up. Sounds a little bit something like this.
Wemberley?
Alright, well, I just opened Mr. Puffer. Would you like to hear my review?
Yes.
It smells a little bit like Dr. Pepper. I'm going to take a little sip here.
Is this cold beverage?
A cold beverage?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I gotta say, I just took a sip.
And?
Tastes pretty good. It tastes kind of like a knockoff. It tastes like a Dr. Thunder or something.
Pibb?
What's that?
Like a Mr. Pibb?
Nah, Mr. Pibb, to me, tastes very close to Dr. Pepper. This, let me take another sip here.
Honey.
Kind of tastes like a IBC cream soda a little bit.
Okay.
But I'm going to wait to take any more sips because it's quite potent. Tastes pretty good though. I tried the root beer flavor that they have, and it tasted like root beer. Have you had that, Mike?
No. Well, I don't know. I don't know which one I've had.
Didn't you say you had a root beer one?
Yeah, it was a root. It tasted fine, but it didn't do it. I mean, it didn't do anything for me. But I've had that problem before with ingesting THC, so.
It seems like there are people who... what was that noise?
I was moving something.
Was that from you?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Whenever I drop something into a thumb drive, it makes
a toilet. It seems like people, what was I talking about?
root beer.
What were we just talking about?
We're talking about root beer.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
Let's make some more Pran Funkels. Anybody new in the chat? Looks like the same old assholes. Hey, assholes. Love you a lot. In fact, some people call me the asshole lover. Take it back and aborted. Oh yeah, so did we get around to saying what the avatar is?
No, we did not.
Well, Patrick said that he could see Goatsy in it. Do you see that, Mike?
You broke up. What'd you say?
Do you see Goatsy in it, Mike? Because Patrick said that he saw that.
No.
Do you know what Goatsy is? Huh?
No.
Well, do you want to Google it? Does everybody else want to that doesn't know what? Everybody knows what that is, right? Everybody except Mike knows what that is.
I don't know if that's something I want to go Google.
Well, the first time I was told about it was many years ago, and I could just tell by the name of it that it was something I didn't want to see. And the person tried to make me look at their computer screen for several minutes, and I absolutely refused to. But at some point, you know, curiosity got the best of me. Let's make a Pran Funkel. Okay. Let's try this number.
Thank you for calling the Battle Vision Storm, the ultimate bad weather eyeglasses for just $19.99 plus $7.99 shipping and handling. All of today's callers will receive a second pair absolutely free. Our automated and recorded ordering system is designed for your security. I'm sorry I missed your response. You've reached the... I'm sorry I missed your response.
Well, you're welcome for getting them to hang up. So, Mike, are you there? I mean, Dick, are you there? Fill in, Dick?
Yes, I'm here.
Fill in, Dick, also known as Farty, our sound effects guy. Pretend like you're Dick. That's another name that he has.
Yeah.
Pretend like you're Dick. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Now, what do you think it'd be like to have sex with that lady? Would she just constantly be like, "I'm sorry, you're not hitting my G-spot. I'm sorry, that's not it either. I'm sorry." Take it out of the
Yeah, it sounds pleasant.
Farty, do you think I could introduce that into my stand-up routine that I'm practicing?
I think that would be a good idea.
Okay. Let's make another Pran Funkel. Running on you. Within your moon marks.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Bail bonds. We called this last week. Yeah, let's call him.
Please leave me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hasbro, honey.
If you're satisfied with the message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2. To erase...
Mike, are you there?
Yes.
Who are we going to call back?
Hmm.
Was it a quick trip?
No. It was... Damn, I don't remember.
A Gherkin rental? The Schnooks? Let's call Schnooks.
Yeah, it might have been that one.
Let's call Schnooks.
Welcome to Schnooks. Our normal business hours are for questions regarding your Schnooks Rewards account. Press 1.
Funkels.
Hello, this is Snooks to Pair. How can I help you?
Hi, Tom
Yes,
Saltermeyer. Tom Saltermeyer, PhD. How are you doing? Hector, are you on the
Hello?
line? Hi, what was your name, sir?
Hello?
Yes, this is Tom.
Hello?
Hello. How are you doing, sir?
Can I help you with something?
Yes, this is Tom Saltermeyer, PhD. I believe we spoke earlier tonight.
Can I help you with something?
Yes, Hector, would you like to speak with him?
That is correct. Yes, you hung up on me earlier.
Can I help you with something?
Well, somebody called me from this number.
This is a grocery store. Nobody called you from this number.
You called me last night and it was kind of late.
You got the wrong guy.
I've never known this
Can I
number
help you
if
with
I hadn't
anything else?
gotten a call from this number.
Sir, can I help you with anything else?
I called you first. I dialed by mistake, or I called you first because you called me first. Why do you get all upset?
Sir, is there anything I can help you with? Otherwise, I'm going to have to end the call, okay?
You have anger issues.
All right. Have a good night.
You piece of shit.
Yeah, you're forcing him to face some demons that he did not want to face. Mike, you really put your PhD to work tonight on Pran Funkels. Are you there?
Yes, sir. Yeah, he didn't like Hector.
Yeah. Was there one of those quick trips we were going to call back?
Yeah. Could try that.
Okay. It says it's calling. It says it's calling.
This is Oklahoma City Weather Now.
The time and temperature weekly word to ring in a new year is from Proverbs chapter 3 from the World English.
Thank you for calling Quick Trip 1700. This is Destiny speaking.
Well, God bless. This is Randy Lawler. How are y'all doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm just trying to figure out what the square root of tandem bicycles is. Oh, what a rude bitch.
Call back.
Nah, that's the wrong number. Let's see what else we got. Did someone guess what the avatar was?
I think there was some guesses.
You know what would be cool is if this could be a marathon episode of Pran Funkels, because it's yet again one of those situations where I'm feeling the need for speed.
That's not good.
Now, this is where the show would just pick up. And it would be a spectacular episode of Pran Funkels. Or it could be a Sunday night. And, you know, it has to end very soon. So that's not cool, right, Mike?
Yeah, it's not cool at all.
But,
not good.
What if Joe Pesci's head spontaneously caught on fire?
What if?
What if? What was that?
Ravington Port?
Okay, so where was that we were calling?
Dick pics. I think. I don't know.
I'm drinking this Mr. Puffer. And it's, as Patrick would say, sfratty good. It would take 8 Tylenol to feel the way the Tom Skerritt feels right now. Hey Mike, how many Aleve have you had tonight?
That sounds made up, but okay. What zip code, please?
Okay. Well, here's a window that I have open. You want to call it McDonald's?
Awesome words. Awesome words.
An apple pie.
Thanks for calling Watson Management McDonald's. If you know your party's extension, press it now. For customer concerns or complaints, press 1. For Chris Frisbee with HR, payroll, or employee verification, press 2. For Angel Larson with accounts payable, press 3. For
That's the most complicated
Please
McDonald's
stay on the
I've
line
ever
while your
heard
call
of.
is transferred to the operator.
Who'd have thought McDonald's was so complex?
Watson Management
Is not available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone. Press the pound key to end recording.
Feces will be consumed, ma'am. And it's gonna smell like buttered leprechauns inside Pac-Man's rectum.
Thank you. To send your message, press 3 or hang up. To delete your current message and record a new one, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2. To mark your message as urgent.
Feces will be consumed, ma'am. And it's gonna smell like buttered leprechauns inside Pac-Man's rectum.
To send your message, press 3 or hang up. To delete your current message and record a new one, press 1. To listen to your message has been sent. To get transferred to an attendant, press 0. To access the voice portal, press the star key. To repeat this menu, press...
I want to be sent to a porthole.
Thanks for calling Watson Management McDonald's. If you know your party's extension.
Yeah, I don't think we're ready for that.
Frank.
I think that's a whole other can of worms that we don't want to open up on Pran Funkels tonight. Beg your pudding. Beg your pudding. Do you want to call him?
Could you play that again for me?
Who else is in the chat tonight?
Here for the comments. Where are you?
I'm sorry. I was muted there for a minute. Sorry about that, Mike.
No problem.
I was thanking you for playing the Section Z situation.
Did you need to hear that?
I did, yes. All right, who else were we going to call back tonight?
Could you play that again for me?
Play what?
No, I don't know.
You got anybody you want us to call, Mike?
No request.
Anything you want to put in the our chat? Our house.
No.
Yeah, I'm just going to burp the next number we're calling on Pran Funkels. Richard's got some recipes that are gonna keep you trim on slam cooking. Richard Simmons.
I have a little tiny mustache. Can you tell by how I talk?
Hello. Such a cock tease. Are you busy or are you ringing? God. Okay. Hey, let's make a Pran Funkel.
And Frank.
Thanks for calling.
Call the donut asshole.
It's nice to know that in 2023, there's still some prank calling out there.
Sir, if you could please just call any other store. I really don't have time to deal with prank calls right now.
Yes.
Oh, what happened? Ah! Oh, no. What happened?
Stupid.
No,
Right.
Shit. Okay. Sorry. He doesn't like Patrick.
I
But
like that mic around the left side of my face.
I kept interrupting. Let's call him back. I'm sorry. I'm going to mute.
Night Donuts, can I help you?
It's too loud.
Hello? Night Donuts?
So, I'm bad.
Hi.
Right.
How many dozen?
You're gonna look like cooked spaghetti. I want to have more chicken. Put that back. Put that back. How about a little?
Jack's
Yeah, this one guy, this is the second time he's called me.
Jack's pants
Right.
are so tight I could see his junk.
I have a number. Yes. Right here.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Got a fifth of that kickstart my heart.
Jack's pants were so tight I could see his junk. You can rape someone as long as you make them come. You better make them come.
No, what happened, Mr. Philip?
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt that, but I think we were just gonna sit there and listen to their hold music that they wanted us to hear. A lot of Nickelback. Yeah. Anyway. I think it's time for that to happen. Is that what you're saying, Mike?
Good talking with you.
Yeah. Love you a lot. Pran Funkels. Good night.
See you, bye.
not talking about a pneumatic tube?